my Wolfpack and welcome to the RBL Season 3 Week 1 Team Builder. So, this week we are battling Ben's Awesome and the Portland Snail Blazers. Now, Ben is a really good battler. Yeah, it is brutal that I have to battle Ben Week 1. He was the Season 1 champion. He got to the finals in Season 2, but the one upside of that thing is that we are the Season 2 champion. We are here protecting our title, and honestly, I'm really nervous. I know my team, people are thinking my team isn't the most amazing. I'm kind of like mid-ranked on my team, although I was last season as well. But I think my team is actually pretty good. If you go check out the playlist down below, there will be the draft analysis video where I talk through all my picks and why I picked them. I think actually my team is pretty solid, and I've seen like a few niches that my mons can do, and I know there's been some synergy debates with things like Talko and Venusaur and putting things to sleep, but you know, I'm not the kind of person that puts everything to sleep, so yeah. And also telepathy Talko is definitely a thing, so we will go with this. Yeah, I'll talk about that more in the draft analysis, so go check that out. Haven't actually recorded that yet, because time. So Ben has a very scary team. Rillaboom, G-Max, very scary. A Shifu Rapid Strike, that combination in the LDL last season really messed me up. And honestly, it's a really scary combination, but I have got a prediction on how, well not a prediction, I have got a method of dealing with that. Entei is a problem. I know I only have 2 mons weak to it, and I have 2 resists, but Entei is definitely a big problem because it can just come in a Choice Bandit or something and just Sacred Fire or Flare Blitz, and that just messes me up. Azelf definitely can be a problem, but it's really fast. It has access to a lot of solid moves, really good coverage on different things. It is very frail though, so that is the one downside of Azelf. But if you Dynamax it, obviously it becomes a lot less frail. Obstagoon is very scary. You know, any fighting type attack is going to destroy it, but at the same time, things like ghost types, it's not going to be as it's not going to be intimidated at all by those. And things like psychic types, it's got 2 typings that it is immune to, which is actually really kind of cool. Piloswine, you know, it's a tier 4 Pokemon, I think, and yeah, it's solid. I don't have anything bad to say against it. Freeze Dry is a problem for lots of mons, but this season I'm not got a massive weakness to ice, so I don't have to worry about it. Although I have 2 mons on my team that are weak to ice. Riolu is obviously Prankster. I don't see that coming this week because there is the Thunderous Incarnate, and that is Prankster as well. Yeah, I don't personally see the Riolu coming, but if it does come, then I will, you know, I'll go with it. Thunderous Incarnate, which is very scary actually. I only have 1 mon that's weak to the electric type attack, and that is the Corviknight with the Wakhan Berry, and obviously Wakhan Berry is really going to be helpful for that. Metagross is again a really scary mon. Obviously Talko is a little bit scared of it. It can have like Earthquake or something to hit the Torkoal really hard. Venusaur, it hits neutrally and also with super effective Psychic type attacks. Coma is hit super effective by Psychic type attacks. Taurus can't do a huge amount to it, so yeah, we've got problems. We've got problems is what I see. And Duskull here as well. Now Duskull realistically is actually a really good mon to have in this team. I think he only had the option to pick up a lower tier mon at this point, because I think Thunderous and Metagross are both tier 1s. I might be wrong with that, but Duskull definitely has a lot of the ways that you can use Dusclops, but obviously just lesser so. Kind of like with me and Morgrem. I can't, obviously Grimmsnar would have been better, but Morgrem is a second option that's just a little bit more frail. My team, let's get into my team. Now, I'm going to try and talk through the synergy through this team as well as I go through it. But first of all, we've got Corviknight, who is max speed and max HP. I just want a fast Tailwind. That's what my main thing is. Then we've got Drill Peck, which Drill Peck kind of just hits this team really hard. Rillaboom and Urshifu are hit really hard, well, destroyed by both of them. Obstagoon is hit neutrally, Azelf, Entei, Piloswine, Riolu, all hit neutrally. Duskull is hit neutrally. The only things that I can't really hit too well are the Thunderous and the Metagross, but Honestly, am I going to be bothering with a Thunderous with Corviknight? Probably not. Then we've got a load of support moves, so I really want to have this as support. We've got Mirror Armor as our ability that will allow for us to lower the stats of opposing Pokemon if we get our stats lowered. So, for example, through like Max Darkness or Max Phantasm, I think both of those lower the stats. Max Flutterby as well is an option, obviously. Max Wormind, Max Strike. If any of that happens to me, it will happen to the opposing Pokemon as well. So that's something that I'm really looking forward to using this season. We've got Wakandberry, as I said. Electric type attacks are going to be around, so I just need to be very cautious of that. I was like, do I go Wakand, do I go Fire Reducing, which is actually the name of that berry. Occa, that is the Occa berry. And I was just like Wakand. I feel like Wakand's slightly more important. Entei is just annoying, but yeah, we can deal. We've got, I don't know why my computer is just being like, it's hot, I don't know what. But yeah, we got Screech and Fake Tears. This is to support all the other Pokemon on my team. Obviously lowering down the defense with special defense, and just really destroys the Mons with whatever Mon I want to use next. Tailwind obviously allows for us to double our speed, and having a couple of Mons that are a little bit slower, like Venusaur, I don't have to have the Sun mode with that. We've got Coma, which could really benefit from a Tailwind. Taurus, you know, is slightly slower than Thunderous Incarnates, and there's one other Mon, and Azelf. So Tailwind could be a really good option there as well. So I'm just thinking that Corviknight's going to work as a really good support Pokemon, and I don't think many people have seen how good Corviknight actually is. And I'm just trying to show it off, because I think it's going to be a really solid Pokemon. It's got good defenses, and yeah, it's going to work well. Moving on to our second Pokemon, we've got a bit of a Beat Stick, but also not a Beat Stick. So I've got Electric Seed on here. Electric Seed obviously raises up our defense by 1 stage, with a Rillaboom and a Shifu and a Metagross and an Obstagoon and an Entei. I thought the +1 in defense was a pretty good option to have, if I'm completely honest. It's a very physical team in most respects, even Piloswine's physical. So having that increased speed, increase in defense is definitely going to be really helpful for me in the long run, just because I'll be able to live more hits, hopefully. Electric Surge is the ability, obviously setting up the electric terrain, boosting my Thunderbolt slightly, meaning that no sleep mode can happen. Obviously not on my side either, but no like sleep powders or whatnot with Tapu Koko anyways, but it is mostly for just the Electric Seed activation. Thunderbolt and Dazzling Gleam are my 2 attacking moves. Realistically, Thunderbolt hits the majority of the team for neutral, and Dazzling Gleam hits the rest of the team for neutral that I don't hit otherwise. It's going to work really well, I think. Screech to lower the defenses of the opposing Pokemon. If I have this like Corviknight, obviously Corviknight's Drill Peck can then do a lot. If I have this with Tauros, then Tauros can obviously just basically one-hit KO. We've got Como as well. If I can combine those together, they'll work really nicely. And with Tapu Koko outspeeding everything else, having that ability to Screech first will be really nice. Obviously, Prankster Thunderous is a thing, but I don't think it gets Fake Tears or Screech at all. And finally, Protect. Obviously, Protect on the Mon in doubles is the obvious thing. Speed-wise, I'm outspeeding everything. I'm not expecting any Scarfs or anything. Is there Tailwind option here? I don't know if Thunderous gets Tailwind. I don't think it does. There's definitely a Trick Room option, but Ben does have a really fast team. So I don't see that Trick Room happening. And yeah, that's Tapu Koko in a nutshell, basically. We'll see how that gets on. Next up is Venusaur. Venusaur is looking really nice. I have gone for the first 3 as shinies, so I really love their shinies. Venusaur, obviously G-Max, because the G-Max Vine Lash, I think it's called, is going to be really helpful with getting that damage. I think it's an 1/8 of the HP passive, which is really nice, and obviously just doing damage to Pokemon. I've got Giga Drain here for a powerful grass type attack. Obviously recovery, especially on like the Urshifu Rapid Strike, could be really helpful. Sludge Bomb, which obviously hits things like the Rillaboom. It hits I'm gonna sneeze. It hits a lot of Mons for neutral. Obviously, Piloswine is a bit of a problem. But Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb together kind of do a lot of damage to a lot of mons. And then I've got Earth Power to hit the Metagross and the Entei, because those are two mons that I'm very scared of. Obviously the Chlorophyll, I will outspeed the Entei. Its fire type attack will do more damage in the sun though, so I do need to be very aware of that. But yeah, we've got Venusaur, which is just hopefully going to do a lot of work here. If I can like max Quake into the Entei, I think that will probably go down, because I am max HP, max attack with Life Orb. So I have got like a really strong power aspect. And I've got Protect on here as well. I think Protect is going to be important for if I need to set the sun up separately again. Having that Protect option is definitely going to be really good. And Max Guard obviously is a really good option to use as well if we're put into an awkward situation where we just need a turn to kind of take a breather. Fourth mon that we have is Talko. Now Talko is actually going to put in some work here. I've gone for the minus speed. That means that we basically will always get the priority weather here. Obviously there's no weather mon here, so it doesn't really matter. But if there's a Trick Room, for example, with Dust Skull, Talko is like the slowest mon on the field, so it can do a lot of damage. I put Sludge Bomb on it, so if I want to Dynamax Talko in an unpredictable move, because I don't think Talko ever Dynamaxes, going for the Sludge Bomb as Max Ooze, obviously, alongside Coco or Venusaur, will be really, really handy, because obviously they're special. Getting that +1 in their special attack would be really helpful for them, and they would just be able to one-hit KO a lot of the mons. Flamethrower, as I said, just hits a lot of mons for a lot of damage, obviously boosted by Stab, and with the Sun it's going to do extra damage. Earth Power obviously hits a couple of other Pokemon, Entei for example, which I can't really hit like hugely otherwise, and Will-O-Wisp. I thought Will-O-Wisp on the Rillaboom or the Urshifu Rapid Strike is just a really good option for me to go through. Even the Metagross or the Obstagoon or even the Azelf. I don't know if Azelf will be physical or special, because it can be both. But yeah, Talko is going to work really, really well. I'm looking forward to using it, honestly. It's a mon that I've kind of had on my radar for a while, but I haven't really used yet. EV-wise, got max HP and max special attack. I do need to be very careful when I do this. Excuse me, got the hiccups now. Because obviously it does have a lot of defense and does have a lot of special defense. And me running max special attack is a very interesting move, because it's more of a support Pokemon. But, you know, we're going to go with it. We're going to fly with it, because, you know, I like being a little bit unpredictable. So yeah. Next one we've got is Coma. Now, Coma was my TBL Season 3 main mon, and I absolutely love it. No Fairy type on this team, so Coma can actually put in a lot of work. There are two Psychic types though, so I do need to be very careful. Assault Vest on here, because realistically the Azelf is going to probably be special, because a lot of the team is already physical, and the Psychic type attack on there shouldn't kill me. I've got Bulletproof in case any kind of bullet moves want to come and hit me, things like Aura Sphere or Shadow Ball. If they want to try and hit me with those, then they've got another thing coming. Yeah. Move-wise, I did consider going for a more powerful, I think, close combat, but I've gone for Drain Punch instead. Drain Punch, I thought, like, getting some recovery could be really helpful, and honestly, things like Obstagoon don't need more than the Drain Punch. Poliwhirl probably doesn't need too much more than the Drain Punch, but yeah, like, that's going to work really, really nicely. Just get some recovery for me on there. Dragon Claw just hits the majority of the team. Well, in fact, it hits all of the team, and I think all but one of the team for neutral damage, so Dragon Claw is a really good option for me to have. Ice Punch, sorry, for Thundurus and the Rillaboom. Honestly, I thought that was just a really good option, because I can't hit the Thundurus really otherwise. And finally, Earthquake, just for the coverage to hit things like the Entei, the Metagross, which could be a problem, and just neutral on some other mons, which can just take some damage. Yeah, EVs, gone for max HP and max attack here. I haven't actually gone for the speed investment, because I am expecting to get a Tailwind up next to it. And if I can get a Tailwind up next to it, then what we're going to see, hopefully, is that it's going to outspeed everything and just tear up the team. That's what I'm expecting. But yeah, I think Coma is going to be a really good option this week, and I don't think Ben is going to predict me bringing it. I just can't see him predicting it coming, but we'll see how we get on with Coma this week. And the final one we have got is Taurus. Taurus is a big beater. I obviously had it in TBL Season 6. No, the summer, not Season 6. Had it in the Summer League. And yeah, Expert Belt on here just to do more damage to different things. Throat Chop and Rock Slide are obviously two moves that I have super effective on several mons. Body Slam is there just for a obviously strong, powerful stab attack. Intimidate to lower the attack stats because, as I said, very physical heavy team. Intimidate is going to work really well. Protect on here for obviously the ability to protect. And Taurus outspeeds all but 2 of the mons on this team unless they're like Scarfed or Tailwinded. But yeah, we outspeed like lots of mons on this team. So having the Rock Slide flinch ability is going to be pretty good. Speed-wise, I am designed to outspeed, I think, the Urshifu, because the Urshifu was the next one down on the list. Or maybe Entei. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm outspeeding one of them. I know that much. Yeah, I've gone for max attack because this thing is just going to destroy. But yeah, I think I could definitely max Taurus. Taurus is a really good max mon. Really good max mon. So it's definitely an option for me to use, but we will see how this match goes. Now, what do I expect Ben to bring? Rilla, Urshifu, 100%. Entei's really good against my team, so definitely bring that as well. He needs an option to get rid of the Venusaur. Thunderous is a pretty good option for him to bring for sure. Azelf is good, it's frail, so I'm not 100% sure if we see that. Obstagoon, yeah, I could see that coming. Pilotwine and Briolu I don't see coming, but you know, you never know. Duskull I don't see coming. Metagross I could see coming as well. So I think we're not going to see Pilotwine, Briolu or Duskull, but I could see any of the other ones coming. I think it's less likely for Azelf to come, but the rest of the team I think is very likely. Yeah, I'm going to finish this off. Do you think I'm going to win or I'm going to lose? Obviously, Ben is a really good battler, and I did not show off my skills in the LDL Mega last season, but we'll see how this one goes. Yeah, I'm going to finish this off, so I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so have a good one, and I'll see you.